Have you ever set a goal for yourself, maybe waking up earlier, going to the gym, or studying for an important test, only to give up after a few days? You started with motivation, but then, life got in the way. You got tired, distracted, or just didn't feel like it anymore. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Most people struggle with self-discipline, and the biggest reason is that they're relying on willpower alone. Hit that subscribe button and comment to let us know that you're ready to take that first small step that leads to a bigger future, because just by watching this video shows that you are willing to make the changes needed. So here's the truth, discipline isn't about forcing yourself to do something you hate. It's about training your brain to make better choices automatically. And today, I'm going to show you how, with science-backed techniques that actually work. Most people think that discipline is about being naturally strong-willed, but that's not true. Research shows that even the most successful people don't rely on willpower alone. Instead, they build habits and systems that make self-discipline easier. Think about it, if you had to rely on motivation to brush your teeth every day, you'd probably forget half the time. But because it's a habit, you do it automatically. That's the secret to self-discipline, turning difficult things into habits so they become second nature. And the good news? Anyone can train their brain to be more disciplined, even if they've failed in the past. So let's break it down into a simple, 4-step process. The first step is understanding how your brain actually works. Self-discipline isn't about punishing yourself, it's about hacking your brain's reward system. Your brain releases a chemical called dopamine whenever you do something enjoyable. It's why you crave junk food, social media, or Netflix. But here's the problem, your brain doesn't care whether a habit is good or bad. It just chases whatever gives the fastest reward. So, how do you fix this? You need to train your brain to find satisfaction in productive habits. Here's a trick, attach a small reward to disciplined actions. If you finish a workout, let yourself listen to your favorite song. If you complete a study session, enjoy a piece of dark chocolate. This conditions your brain to crave productive habits instead of avoiding them. The hardest part of any task is starting. You tell yourself you'll work out, but then the couch feels too comfortable. You promise to study, but suddenly, YouTube seems more interesting. That's where the 5-minute rule comes in. Here's how it works. If you don't feel like doing something, just commit to doing it for 5 minutes. That's it. Just 5 minutes. Once you start, your brain shifts from resistance to momentum. You realize, this isn't so bad, and you keep going. And even if you stop after 5 minutes, you've still taken action, which is better than nothing. Try it next time you're feeling lazy. Tell yourself, I'll just work for 5 minutes. More often than not, you'll keep going. Even the most disciplined people struggle when they're surrounded by distractions. That's why step 3 is about controlling your environment, not just your willpower. Think about it, if you're trying to eat healthy but there's junk food in your house, you'll eventually give in. If you want to focus but your phone is next to you, you'll check it. So instead of fighting temptation, remove it. If you want to study more, put your phone in another room. If you want to eat healthier, don't buy junk food. If you want to work out, lay out your gym clothes the night before. Make good habits easy and bad habits hard. That way, you don't have to rely on self-control, you just follow the path of least resistance. Most people only celebrate big achievements, losing 20 pounds, finishing a project, hitting a goal. But discipline is built by celebrating small wins. Here's why, your brain loves progress. Every time you recognize a small achievement, your brain releases dopamine, making you feel good and keeping you motivated. So, start rewarding yourself for small victories. Did you work out today? Celebrate it. Did you read one chapter of a book? Give yourself a high five. Did you complete a boring task? Acknowledge your effort. It doesn't have to be a big reward, just enough to reinforce the habit. Over time, this builds confidence and keeps you moving forward. So, to build self-discipline, stop relying on willpower. Instead, follow this simple 4-step system. Rewire your brain by attaching rewards to productive habits. Use the 5-minute rule to overcome resistance and just get started. Remove distractions and set up an environment that makes discipline easier. Celebrate small wins to keep your motivation high. Self-discipline isn't about being naturally strong-willed. It's about training your brain to work with you, not against you. And if you follow these steps consistently, you'll find that discipline becomes second nature. Pick one of these steps and try it today. Whether it's using the 5-minute rule, removing distractions, or celebrating a small win, just start. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to comment below with your biggest takeaway. What's the hardest part of self-discipline for you?